In a land where the sun had not risen in years, the world lived in fear. The Shadow King, a figure spun from smoke and silence, had swallowed the skies. He cloaked the world in eternal dusk, outlawing light in every form, torches, lanterns, even dreams of dawn. The people learned to live in the dark, or rather, to survive in it. But in a quiet village tucked at the edge of the mountains, there was one who still remembered what light felt like. Mira, the candle maker. She was no warrior, no sorceress, just a quiet, young woman with calloused hands and a heart that refused to dim. Each night, in a room beneath her father's old workshop, she shaped wax and memory into candles. They were small things, no taller than her palm, but they burned with colors that stirred forgotten feelings. Golden warmth, silver calm, soft blue hope. She gave them away in secret, to a grieving mother who hadn't seen her child smile in years, to a sick elder who had forgotten the color of day, to a young boy afraid of shadows. And for a moment, wherever her candles were lit, people felt the sun again. Then one night, the sky lit up, just for a second. One of Mira's candles had been placed on a hill during a prayer. Its glow pierced the clouds above, and the Shadow King saw. In his tower of mirrors and smoke, he rose. Find her, burn it all. His guards moved like living fog, sweeping through the village as whispers of terror spread. Mira heard the boots long before they reached her door, but fate arrived first. A traveler stepped through the smoke, a figure wrapped in gray and gold, eyes glowing like embers. He said nothing at first, only handed Mira a candle unlike any she had ever seen. Its flame burned golden and silent, heavy with ancient light. "This is the first light," he finally said, "forged from the last sunrise. Only someone pure of heart can carry it into the darkness." "Why me?" Mira whispered, hands trembling. "Because you still remember what light feels like," he answered. And so, Mira walked alone into the forest of mirrors. The Shadow King's palace loomed before her, a cold fortress where reflections twisted truth and smoke whispered lies. Her feet sank into black ash as she entered, the first light flickering in her hand. The deeper she walked, the darker it grew, until even her memories began to fade. Her mother's face, the scent of beeswax, the sound of laughter, all slipping from her mind. "You are nothing," a voice hissed from the shadows. It was him, the Shadow King. He rose before her, a silhouette as tall as the palace itself, made of swirling void and ancient hate. His eyes burned like dying stars. "You think your little flame can stop me?" he snarled. Mira could barely breathe. The weight of his presence crushed against her chest, trying to silence the heartbeat that dared to go on. But then, she remembered the child who had smiled under her candlelight. She remembered her father's hands guiding hers as they shaped wax together. She remembered hope, and she stepped forward. With every step she took, the first light blazed brighter. Shadows peeled back, the palace shook, the mirrors cracked, unable to reflect her courage. The Shadow King roared, recoiling as if the light seared him. "You are nothing! Just a candle maker!" But Mira didn't stop. She looked up at him, voice calm and clear. "But even a single flame can defeat the dark." She raised the candle high. The palace shattered around them, the smoke tearing like old cloth. The skies above groaned, then broke open, sunlight. For the first time in decades, the light poured down like rain, touching the faces of those who had forgotten its warmth. People emerged from their homes, shielding their eyes and weeping in silence. As the Shadow King dissolved into mist, all that remained was the flame, and Mira, kneeling on the palace steps, tears on her cheeks, and the golden candle still burning.